This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, discounted prices, miniaturemarket.com.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to be building our own kingdom. We're going to put our castle up right in the middle of our kingdom. We're going to start building around there different things like fields and windmills and different areas. Today we're talking about Kingdomino. This is a game coming out from Blue Orange Games. It is designed by Bruno Cathala, or Cathala, as he taught me how it's really said. 2 to 4 plays. This is a 10-minute filler game, and it's coming out at Essen this year. Let me show you. In Kingdomino, at the beginning of the game, you will take your color castle, and you'll take one king if you're playing with 3 or 4 players, or both kings of that color if you're playing with 2 players. So how the game starts is you take 1 tile per amount of players here. Here we're going 3 players. You put them in order from lowest to highest, then you flip these. Now to start the game, what's going to happen is each person that is playing, we have 3 players here, we're going to randomly see who gets to pick first. That's me, yellow. I will pick this. Next, they pick this, and next they pick this. Now these are the ones that are going to add to their own kingdoms first. But what we do is we start up the next round by taking 3 more random tiles from the box and also putting those in numerical order. So we have 12, 6, and 37. Once they're in order, you can flip them over. The ordering is important because typically the smallest number ones are the least powerful tiles and the bigger ones are the more powerful tiles. But turn order goes, whoever's picked the least powerful tile gets to pick here first. This player is going to be able to add this to their kingdom and then pick which one they're going to add next. This one has a crown. Crowns are important for scoring. I'll go over that later. Well, let's say this player picks this one. They're going to go here and they're going to add this to their kingdom. This player might then go here and add this, and then I will be forced to go here and pick first next turn and add this. So let's slide these over here, and then I have my kingdom. Now, as I place this, this is wild. Your home kingdom is always wild, so I could place anything like this. But once I have done that, essentially any future tile is going to have to match. Now, the tile I selected next is going to be, forest, which I don't have any. So I could not, as long as you match one item, this could not go here, this could not go here, but this could go like this, because as long as you match one, you're good. But in this case, I don't have any match here, so I'll actually have to place it like maybe here or maybe here. But what you're doing is you're going to be making a 5x5 grid as the game goes on. So over the course of the game, you're going to be building that 5x5 grid. The kingdom doesn't have to be in the middle. The kingdom could be way at the top, way at the bottom, way at a corner. In this case, it's sort of in the middle for me, but it could really be anywhere as long as you're building a 5x5 grid. But sometimes you might get messed up where here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the actual grid, but I set up in such a fashion that's not very good because when my last 2 turns, I won't be able to place this because it will go out of the 5x5 and I have to discard it. So my last 2 turns are pretty much going to be wasted. So sometimes you can, and if you can never place a tile because it won't fit or because it just won't, you can't put it next to at least one of these 2 types, you have to discard it. And at the end of the game, you're simply going to score. You're going to score the number of the same field times the number of crowns. So this one, it's touching. So this one is only going to be 1 point. This one has 1 crown, but there's 2 of them. That is 2 points. This one is 1, 2, 3 times 1 is 3 points. This one is 1, 2, 3 times 1. That's 3 points. This one, 1, 2, 3 times 1 is 3 points. This one, 1, 2, there's 3 tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 points right there. That's a great one. And this is just 1 point. And that would pretty much be it. You'd add up all that up and whoever has the most is the winner. Now playing with 2 players, each player gets 2 kings and you're going to have these out there like this. So essentially this player would maybe pick this, maybe this player picks this, maybe this player wants to go 2 in a row next time and this player goes here. They would add these and then we'd keep doing it, but everyone gets 2 when you're playing with 2 players. There's also a distribution on the back of the rules that shows you which ones are the most common, which ones are the least common and the most powerful, and things like that. And there's all different variations. Dynasty, you could play the game 3 times and have a total score at the end of that. You could get 10 points if your kingdom's in the middle, exactly. You could get 5 points if your territory is complete, meaning you didn't discard any. Or you could play basically, instead of doing the 5x5, you could use a 7x7, and you can mix any one of these variants. There's Kingdomino. Now, this game, again, simple. 10 minutes, very quick, very easy. As I was playing it, It really reminded me of a game from Z-Man Games called Cities, another tile laying game, but in that game, everyone's getting the same tile the whole time. And it felt a little bit like that, where you're trying to get the things to line up, you want a big section of things, but the scoring is so much easier in this. And what really sets this apart from other games like this is that bidding mechanism, where you're trying to, you're putting your guy down and you got to decide, hey, if I want the least powerful tile this round, I get my first choice next round and vice versa. And it really, for something that's so simple and something that's so easy and quick, there's a good amount of depth here. There's that spatial aspect. There's the aspect of, hey, when you're done, you feel like you've built something. But that bidding mechanism really is the crux of the game. It's half the game, really deciding what to do there. So there's some really interesting decisions for a game that's simple that you could probably teach this to anybody. I mean, anybody that's played dominoes before, this is like a cool thematic, like a cool looking version of playing dominoes and trying to get points, but adds that bidding mechanism too. So I think you could easily play this with people that don't play games and get them in the hobby because it's simple. It's 10 minutes, the scoring's simple, and I really like it. Much like the 5 Tribes bidding mechanism with 2 players, you get to put 2 guys out. So you could purposely try to get yourself two in a row so that you get to play 2 in a row next time. That sort of similar thing. But overall, if you're looking for a quick 10-minute game that's easy to teach, is cool, kind of feels a little bit about like dominoes, but at the same time feels very different, this is one that you're going to want to check out. This is going to be coming out at Essen from Blue Orange Europe. And then later on that next following year, it will be coming out in the United States, Blue Orange. So probably first half of the year. Similar to, say, Dr. Eureka came out a little bit later this year than it did in Europe last year. Similar thing here, but that is Kingdomino. It's coming out from Blue Orange Games and designed by Bruno Cathala.
This video was sponsored by Miniature Market's Review Corner. The Review Corner features podcasts, video, and written game reviews by gamers for gamers. Miniature Market, the online gaming superstore. Thousands of board games, discounted prices. Check them out at miniaturemarket.com. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for backing me on Kickstarter and making this season become a reality. I'd like to especially thank those here that have backed me at the credit level. Now, these video reviews are also available by audio on our podcast. It's the intros and the final thoughts on GameBoyGeek.com. Click podcast.